Alright, check this out. What I'm gonna do is gonna be a video. My thoughts on about love, like emotions, feelings, relationships, hookups, sex, masturbating, anything. I got about 15 or more minutes on this YouTube shit per video, so it's a chance. It's a 4 out of 10 chances that I actually say everything that I have in mind to say because I elaborate so much. I damn forget damn finish saying what I need to say. But I'm gonna get into it, and I'm gonna start this video off by playing this video I just watched. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched like 5 minutes of it because it's like 6 minutes 27 seconds. But I'm gonna play that in the background for two reasons. Because it's actually why I thought of making this video after watching the video. Might play in the background. I'm not gonna put it on the screen. I'm just gonna play it. And the song is what it brings it in. Is one of my favorite shits, and it evolves around this subject. And top it off, I never heard this version before today of the track. So with that being said, run that back. Hey yo, I got to ask this chick, where did she find this shit from? This is day in the life of Piaa, man. I wake up, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning. Put my little sister on the bus, and I'm still high from last night, and I probably look high. I haven't smoked shit this morning. And what you see me doing now is what I do. If I ain't making a video, I'm on YouTube just flipping through people videos and things I hate that guys do. There's so many things. Anyway, I waste like a big portion of my weed on my joint. It's like pussy to like talk to your girlfriend about how you guys feel. Like it's not at all. Okay, I got to pause it. To hold up like a relationship if you guys can't even have a conversation, Alright. I'm gonna touch that topic right there, She say she hate when guys and a whole lot of women feel this way, not just her particular, but she hate when guys act like they don't want to talk about how they feel. The thing with that is, you got more than one category of men. I'm gonna just give you what I can come up with off the head, with actually true types of men, So what I would say is like you got those guys who don't even know what they're feeling. They either not taking the time to think about what they feeling, or they not sitting back understanding that they feeling something. They just might just be something going on in their life that just kind of blurs the vision of seeing that, yeah, I'm in love, or yeah, I'm in like, or yeah, I'm hating you, or whatever the scenario may be. So most guys, when I say most guys don't know how to be loved, it's like this. Not it, but not that much, but it's a big percentage of motherfucking kids out here that's being raised without the full balance of a family. And I'm gonna tell you, that is so critical and important to me anyway, because I look at it like this: your mama and your daddy collaborated on love, sex, fucking, maybe whatever the fuck it was that caused you to come into this world. They collaborated on that, and they made you. They went half on the baby. You know what I'm saying? So your daddy got certain characteristics. Your father should have certain characteristics that your mother shouldn't have, and the vice versa. She should have some that you shouldn't have. I mean, the woman should have characteristics that the man shouldn't have, and the man should have characteristics that the woman shouldn't have. So being by women are raising these men, they never touch base to their emotions. To keep it real, if a nigga really did have a father, therefore, unless he was a real man, you know what I'm saying? To the point where he respect women and their elegancy, you know. I don't know if I pronounced it properly, but anyway, fuck it. But what I'm saying is, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dad. I didn't know my dad till I was 12 years old. You know, I knew who he was, but I didn't know he was my daddy. You know, I really don't remember all of these things. My mama feed the story to me, and I still remember the story from when she fed it to me. You know, fuck it. When I finally started, you know, my daddy knew who he was to me and who I was to him. I guess he spent some time with me here and there. He got me Christmas and shit like that, but that shit don't mean shit to a nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? Fucking material shit. I'm gonna tell you what I always wanted in a father. I got it out of my granddaddy. He was the first one I seen that I loved truly from the bottom to the top of my heart go from this planet. Straight like that. First one leave that I loved that much. But you know, like I look at it as something like what you could call a guidance counselor. You know, like to like guide you to fucking show you who to be, who not to be, to teach you things, to show you wrong things, the right things. That's a real father. So when a guy doesn't get that from another male specimen, and he always been raised around women, or he, you know, women took care of him until he started taking care of himself, and then, you know, he was hanging with his homeboys, whatever the scenario be. Those type of guys right there, they do not know how to express their love unless they done been through some particular things in their life. I'm gonna tell you, when you meet those kinds right there, it's more like this thing I got with niggas. You know, I got it towards women to an extent, you know, but I really don't got it. And it's like this, like I ain't gay. I know I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? But just think about everything that I'm saying when I get you to understand what I'm not saying. You know, basically I'm saying what I'm saying because of what I'm not saying because of what I'm saying type of shit. So you look at it like this. I have a homeboy just coming up to me, conversating. He ain't gay. He want to throw his arms around me, like, yo, buddy, he could be talking about whatever, like, you know how they throw your hand over your shoulder like that, like, yeah, you my nigga and shit, they throw their arm around you and whatnot, and hold you close to them and talk to you in your ear or some shit like that. That shit feels fucking weird to me. I'll push you away from me, or I'll feel awkward the whole time you holding me. You know what I'm saying? When a man is raised a certain way, he gonna look at a woman like that. You know, it ain't the factor of the woman holding the man. Well, in actually some scenarios, the man don't want his woman to hold him. He wants to hold his woman in the sense of he's being held, but he's not gonna understand that it's in the sense that he's being held. Because to give that support, like I got you in my arms. This where you're gonna be. It's where I hope you stay right here forever with me. You know, shit like that. What it turns out is, damn, he feeling the same thing, vice versa, but you ain't holding him, he's holding you. For him holding you, that's how he's gonna feel from you. You know, some people can't explain that, but I forgot the whole point I was trying to make to keep it real with you. I ain't even high. I'm high, but I ain't high. I'm still high from last night. But what I'm trying to say here, fuck that shit. I'll move it on. I'm gonna listen to some more of her video. Cause like I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like I got so much shit on my motherfucking mind. If I don't sit back and like write down some shit on paper, I couldn't tell you what the fuck I was trying to say. Honestly, I don't really be having shit to say, but I got a whole lot of shit in my fucking mind. So I'm gonna start. I'm not starting. I have already started. Just make videos and just they straight live. You know, there's no editing. I could edit these shits. I could put them in the computer and flip around with the Sony Vega Pro 8 and the Windows Media Movie Maker and download some more fucking shits and go ham. You know, and with all the visual effects and shit like that. Go ham on that shit. But what I'm giving to you is live because whether or not you interpret it right, I'ma give you as much as me as you can't handle. Yeah, that's what I mean by that can't handle it. I mean like it's too much. Saying you ain't gonna understand what you're getting. Neither will you get what you're getting. But if you get what you're getting, you're gonna understand what you're understanding that you ain't getting. But you're still getting it. You know what I'm saying? I have yet to give this to anyone. I almost came close, but it wasn't the right scenario. It was the scenario it should have been, but I didn't let it. I didn't let it ride. No, I'm just speaking on emotions in general. Like niggas don't know how to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it'll fucking it'll tear down something. A foundation before the building or the city, the town, your house, whatever is ever fucking fixed. So say if I could love everybody I be around because I'm a loving person, but I don't show you that happiness, that fucking smiling, that all that shit 24/7. Like you see some people out here and they be really fake, to the point where they hiding to pain or to the point where they don't understand that their happiness is their pain. And that's like my love is conflicting with is in a fight with my pain or some shit like that. It's a quote that I got from somewhere or somebody, and that's basically what that is. But see, I forgot what I was trying to say. See, if I could rewind this shit as I was playing it, then it would be awesome. I can just keep going, just keep going. But yeah, I know what I was trying to say. Basically, this has nothing to do about relationships. It has more about like emotionally bonding with somebody. And I'm not fucking gay. Hell, fuck no. But I want you to understand this now. You emotionally bond with everybody you come around your path with, whether or not you making a sincere connection or fucking floss connection, like some motherfucking dental floss and shit. Thin as fuck, to be broke easily. You ain't making no connection if it's broke. That's metaphor speaking, talking about the screen that's holding it together. But I was at this point of like, I really should have been giving it to someone else. But I bonded with another person in another sense of a matter. So this was the person that I should have gave my all, like my all to, cause they gonna be there, and if they fucking decide to leave me, I just ain't gonna let that ride. I ain't gonna get all how you say crazy in the mind or some shit. Basically, what I'm saying is that I'm gonna be around here and there or every fucking day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I made you a part of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like if I have molded a bond of some sort of welded in a period of time, just by like opening up. When the more you learn about me, that's an actual fact and not an assumption in your mind, whether or not you know it's assumption or a fact. But the more facts that you got about me and then I got about you, that's knowing somebody. Because with a fucking assumption, you may think you know somebody and you don't know. You could be close in a lot of departments, but in one department that fucking matter more than anything. That's like you getting graded at school. The teacher is grading your paper and shit. It's a certain portion of your classwork, whether it's the tests, whether it's your homework, whether it's your whatever, that's worth, you know. So you can throw a balance off real hard, or it could be vice versa, where you could actually have that one particular thing and for a fact and not an assumption, and fuck around and like your balance is up high to where it's probably above whatever percentage that that grade would be. Like it could be 25%, could be 50%, it could be whatever percent it want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's all in what it is and who are you and why is it? Because of what is it? Type of shit. To I forgot what I was saying. I had to focus on what I was saying. I know it came out correct, but the continuation is I think I was talking about facts and assumptions of a bond. Oh yeah, yes I was. Yeah. Did say for instance, you got three different people. You know, say small, large, and super. These are names. These are not categories. Okay, small might have three strong personality characteristics, traits, personality traits, characteristics, well, swags. Small might have three swags. You know what I'm saying? And you may know as an assumption he get cold, cold, warm, cold. But you may know for a fact he can get hot, cold. That hot, cold is a motherfucking because it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's like no, you can do evil, you can do good to the point where it's a fucking hypocrite. But the true thing is not a hypocrite. So with small, this fucking hypocrite characteristic that he got might be the motherfucking thing that made him everything he is, to the point where people will be analyzing flaws as assumptions. So they got the mother two wrong. They see two flaws: the cold, cold, and the warm, cold. Just coincidence, whatever. Knows the weather temperatures really don't have nothing to mean with nothing. But even though hot, cold is kind of hitting that in another way, but trying to get this to explain what I'm saying. I'm just going as I go. I'm looking at the motherfucking dryer. I ain't even gonna flip this shit around yet. The damn shit sitting on the dryer. But anyway, down these other two characteristics, you thinking two out of three are the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't. You gotta look at it like this. I used to know all this shit 100% perfect. You know what I'm saying? And like, if I read a book and seen the shit once, or just seen like a portion of it once, I know though. I ain't even gotta read a book. I can see it in class or just have something remind me of it. And the rest of it come all the way back. I was a beast in math. But you got shit like median, range, average. It's some more of them. But anyway, you'll think these two out of three are the what's holding like that? 2 out of 3, this motherfucking shit. But actuality, in this particular situation, because not all the same, 1 out of 3, this nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna really figure dig that. Or you could figure dig that with you actually got facts about 1, 2, and 3. So it's a balance. So when well, you know what I'm saying. Let's say in the first scenario that now 1 outweighed 2 and 3. 1 could have been 66% by itself. You know what I'm saying? And the other two, the cold and cold and the warm and cold, could have been 66.3 by itself. So they gotta balance it too much. But is it perfect too much? That's that extra reach from that down person who ain't paying attention to the situation when he's catching something that's falling. And it's most scenario, okay. Large might have, I won't say three again, but it's most time, niggas have more than others. You won't just say them. Let me see. I see some shit over here. Alright. Just give me a little boost of the brain. Food for thought, thoughtful food. Say if this nigga got 5 personalities. Each one of them like a number. They classified in ranks. He's the same guy, regardless. That person ain't he is that person. But he might be a level 1. So we can just make up a characteristic. We just put it like let me think of somebody, and then I'm gonna sum them up in my mind. And then I'm not gonna say no name, but just to get out there. Let me see. All right. Let's say large was a nigga with an intelligent gangster swagger, personality, character traits. Let me see. Throw one more in the mix. Humble, intelligent, humble, gangster. You might see him when you analyzing him as whatever you analyzing him as. Shit, this nigga real, this nigga fake, this nigga's a such and such. But the actuality, the actual fact is, them are 3 his traits. It show up as the 5 as a fact. But the thing that is, those traits that have levels. So I don't even want to continue talking about this though. But I feel like I got to explain it to you because I hadn't told you. But say large got the damn three personalities that'll make 5. When you see him and you, for all you know, like the whole time this nigga got 5 different ranks. He might be a level 1 casual or level 2 energetic, level 3 hyper, and so on till it transfers to something else. So you might see this person, it's the same person we see every day, but like I can be intelligent, or what you would call a thinker, or artistic, inquisitive, so on to other things, other extensions, and it's a balance of what you see what I'm using, when I'm using. That's like to say, like, shit that stored in this room. This was in somebody's mind as, characteristics and shit. And you might use this shit. You might use that shit. Um, this shit gonna go, come, stay, or whatever the fuck. But in your mind, it's really, they say it's always there, but can you really pull that shit back up? Just try, just sit back and think of some shit. Like you'll get something, but just imagine how much you're missing when you seeing what you see, and then you tell yourself like, "Yo, I'm gonna see if I remember that," because it'd be some off the wall type of shit, and you'll know you done said that shit. I'm gonna see if I remember that shit more than fucking bunch of times, a lot of times. But you don't remember if you remember any of those shits. But basically, what I'm saying is all the shit that's in this room defied this is the laundry room, the utility closet, the porch, a lot of shit. So, but the shit, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And the whole time, shit just be like this. I'm gonna sum it up like this. Some shit just came to me. Told your nigga be getting, I don't know from well, but when you looking at somebody, you thinking about them. Is that my house? Is that my utility closet? Is that my bedroom? Is that my city? Is that my town? When you thinking of your spouse, but you gonna know, or you gonna be wondering the whole time, is that yours? That's like don't matter where you at in life. Well, it matters where you at. You know what I'm saying? But the point of time that what you going through in your life and shit. If somebody presented you with a certain something, depending on where you at and where you done been, you can take that for the greatness. So let's just say I'm gonna give you a low and a high, and then I give you a medium. But let's say for the low, somebody who and them always stayed with somebody, you know, their whole life. God can present them with a home, It could be just a normal home. This motherfucker could step in that bitch every day. Like this my home. Same way people do to relationships and people. But some don't even recognize they doing it. And you never know. Sometimes, like, I just lit the weed up. I was supposed to be outside. Who knows? Just in a metaphorical way, just to get you to understand what I'm saying. It's basically like saying, like, this ain't necessarily who I would be. It's just a character, scenario to the point where you can understand this. What if all a nigga needed was a utility closet? Bitch pumping heat and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, never know. Now I'm like, maybe you just coming into utility closet and you ain't got to see what's beyond that door. Is it something beyond that door? If it's something beyond that door, what is it beyond that door? You get these thoughts, you become inquisitive. So if status nature could come to you by, what's the word I'm looking for? These two ladies. But I like to say something, and this video was up. I know probably at this point right now, I ain't even gonna mention that, but just check this though. Say for instance, if you had like 8 different topics on your mind. Let's say if this nigga right here got 8 different people in his brain. In his brain, he knows 8 different personalities of him in that bitch. And each one of them in a day that'll really wreck a nigga mind if a nigga like deep off up in that shit and he let it get the best of him. Like these niggas all be on some other shit. That's like going to visit somebody you really fuck with today. For some reason they on some other shit. So, or it ain't got to be that. It could be just the fact of them they occupied with this and you occupied with that, or they occupied and you ain't, or vice versa. To the point where down when it's 8 of them in that place and they all occupied different shit crazy. So one might want to talk about economics and shit like that. And one might be all into nature, and one might be all into you know, news and shit like that. Want to be all into just different things. And you will sum all that up in one conversation. Just come out naturally, like you done spoken about everything. If it was 8 on the list, it was 8 different conversations. True, that was facts of what I actually said. Fact that I said. But it's all in how you hear it.